Hi, I'm Farrargaming and welcome back to another Lost Sector walkthrough. We're going to talk a bit about the Lost Sector, what some of the burns are, and it's the K1 crew quarters today. Please drop us a follow and subscribe. So in this Lost Sector, when you're playing Legend, you'll have 3 barriers and 2 overload champions to deal with. Now, I would highly recommend you use an Arc build for this. I'm using Chaos Reach Warlock. I'm running a Hung Jury, Centrifuge, the Swarm, Machine Gun. So as you start things off, you want to clear out the ads. Just get the room cleared down. There is actually a 25% damage boost to kinetic weapons as long as you're using the same subclass Surge as the Lost Sector. So it's highly recommended you use Strand or Arc just so you can get that extra damage buff. It's going to be useful, especially on Scout Rifles, for dealing with the Overload champions that are coming in this one. Centrifuge obviously burns through barrier champions with it being an auto rifle. So you can see now that the Overload champion is in, so I try to use cover more than rush in. My normal tactic would be to get them low down on health and then finish them. However, because it's quite a wide open Lost Sector, I'm worried about other things attacking me from far away, like you'll see there's to be 2 shanks to the right soon. So I like to stay back and take them out from behind cover. You'll notice here that there is Hot Knife involved in this particular Lost Sector. You don't need to worry about it. Centrifuge burns through these enemies anyway. So I favour range over running in. I know there's different playstyles for different people, and I've seen people run in melee to get invisibility. I'm the kind of player who prefer to stay back and chip away at them. Obviously not with a sniper rifle, just with my scout rifle because it's useful in multiple scenarios. I found if you were also to use your range to advantage, when the barrier servitor comes in, it will attempt to shield enemies like you can see there. The enemies though will rush away from the servitor to try and hit you, which means you can take them out so there's less enemies protecting the servitor eventually when you get to that point. It just makes things a lot easier in my opinion. There's nothing worse than having 6 or 7 enemies surrounding a servitor and the only thing you can damage is the one thing that can heal itself quickly. Be careful with the exploder shanks, sometimes they can rush you without even realising. Generally though, they would stay down the bottom of the hill as long as you stay at the top up here. Now you can see here, because I'm struggling with the ads, I'm going to use Chaos Reach just to burn down this servitor, knowing that I can centrifuge it, stun it, and finish it pretty quickly. Yeah, I attacked a rock there. I thought the rock was going to hurt me, so I don't know why I did that. So now you'll see there's a second Overload champion at the top here. Now I would personally use this fuselage as protection. Get inside here and get rid of as many ads as you can whilst inside. Be careful to your right, I wouldn't leave too soon because there will be some tracer shanks trying to attack you. They have overshields that take a little bit of time to get rid of, and while this thing's attacking you, you don't want them to be sniping you. But same strategy as before, clear out the ads, keep a bit of distance. Just be careful here because there is 25% increased damage received on Arc as well. But Arc Soul here is my saviour. Once again, nice and easy. Just get rid of the tracer shanks to the right and you'll be going up there shortly. Stock up on any ammo if you need to. I've not used my heavy yet, I've realised, so I'm going to use that for the next section where there's quite a few shielded shanks. I'm going to get a lay of the land first because they sometimes spawn and move in different directions. Now I know what I'm dealing with. I can burn through them pretty quick. There'll be another barrier champion up here. You can probably see I'm close to my super again now. I was hoping I was going to have a super by the time I reach this point, but it's easy enough to manage. Either way, I'd use my super either on this barrier servitor, or I would use it on the boss. You can probably also tell looking at the time that I've spent on the Lost Sector so far. We're currently at the 5-minute mark. It is a quick Lost Sector. If you know the rhythm of it and you know where the enemies are going to spawn, you can quickly move between areas. Axe Ultima Rescue again. So I would recommend staying in this area for this particular part of the Lost Sector. Use the cover that you've got. There's a little ledge that you can stand on here. In my scenario, able to use it to boost myself for a quick cheeky chaos reach. You'll see there'll be another barrier servitor coming in shortly with a lot of shielded enemies. I'm going to use the same strat as earlier. I'm going to try and lead as many enemies as I can away from the servitor. Didn't quite work this time though, so I'm going to use the opportunity that he's there to get as much damage in on him as I can. The sooner you get rid of the servitor, the better. Or at least stun them so you can clear out the ads. And even if you stun them and don't do any damage to them and let them heal up, at least you can get rid of all their protection around them. It makes the job so much quicker. There's actually a little cheeky spot here. Nothing really hurts you unless they get really close. So now you can see the time coming just to under 7 minutes, so I'm trying to burn through. And at this point I realise I could probably do it in a 7-minute run if I'm quick. But I catch myself on the ledge, which was really annoying because I finished this particular Lost Sector with 7 minutes 1 second on the clock, and if I didn't get caught I probably could have bragged I did it in 7 minutes. But there you go. There's K1 Crew Quarters on Legend with no deaths. Hope this walkthrough was helpful. Please do like, subscribe, drop me a comment, check out some other videos, and yeah, see you again next time or in game.